Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and in today's video I'm setting up my bullet journal for April. And this time I'm trying to get the video done and published ahead of time so that people can actually watch it before the month has started, just in case anyone wants to recreate it. Anyway, my theme for April is paws or paw prints and I think it turned out really cute, so I hope you'll enjoy it too. As I mentioned some weeks ago, I was craving something quick and simple as a theme for my bullet journal for a while. And April seems to be a hard month for me regarding bullet journal setups. There are those I didn't really like and there must be at least one I don't remember. So I think now is the perfect time to do something very simple. Paw prints are super quick and easy to draw because you can basically just draw that kind of upside down heart shape with those 4 little ellipses on top of it. Of course, that's not exactly what they look like in real life, but for a doodle I think that's the easiest way to go. I tried to arrange them on the page like a little track. Well, it doesn't really make sense because they are all different sizes and colors, but I put aesthetics before logic here. It's my artistic choice. I also added some tiny little hearts, and for my color palette I picked pink, black and beige, which I think go really well together. Although experience has shown that pink is not really my thing. However, I think this is a really cute and very underrated theme. I'm not consuming a ton of bullet journal content anymore since my interest has shifted more towards art, but I don't think I've seen a lot of paw print themes before. I could swear that Piper made one at some point, but somehow I couldn't find the video anymore. Anyway, shout out to Piper's art. There is also a bit of a weird lighting situation going on in this video, but Money and I will finally tackle the makeover of our studio/workspace next month, and once that's done I can use my ring light again. I just can't do that in the living room because the cats would totally tear it down. Once the art studio is done, we'd figure out a way to maybe mount it on the wall or something like that. However, are you guys interested in seeing some snippets of the makeover? I'm bad at filming stuff like that because I always forget when I'm in the process, but if there's any interest, I'd try it. After coloring everything, I added some washi tapes to fill the empty spaces. I kept rearranging them and in the end I decided to get rid of the pink one. It kinda bothered me that it didn't really match the pink of my marker since it was such a different tone of pink and looked very random in my opinion. And as usual, I'm doing a little gratitude log on the other side of the spread because I really enjoy this kind of layout. I can set up the cover as if it was an A5 journal still. I started doing this because of Patreon, actually, because I think most people still use A5 notebooks for their bullet journals. But now that I don't do this anymore, I could actually do a narrower cover page. But for now, I like it like this. By the way, Henry helped a lot again. I tried to keep my pens in that little container and put the washi tapes I've been using in that tape dispenser thingy, hoping that would make my stuff less interesting for those guys, but it didn't work that well, actually. Next up is my monthly calendar spread, and honestly it's the same thing as usual. Same layout plus a few doodles and a title. I'm really enjoying the look of white text on a black background again at the moment. I just need to get myself some new Tombows, because all of my Tombow fude pens died and I'll blame it on Inktober. For the background of my calendar, I arranged the little paw doodles a bit differently from the pattern on the cover page. This way the theme doesn't get too repetitive, at least I hope it doesn't. And I also added that colored drop shadow to the calendar shape and the header to make it pop out a bit more. I think colored drop shadows are really cool, especially if you don't use a lot of different colors in your setup. But if your theme is really colorful already, it might be a little overwhelming to add a colored drop shadow on top of that. At least for me it is. Next up is my favorite spread of my entire setup, my Mood and Habit Tracker spread. Even though it's really simple too, I'm kinda obsessed with how it ended up looking in the end. I'm excited to see it all filled and colored in by the end of April. As usual, I drew 8 calendar-shaped boxes for my habit trackers, but this time I colored the background and didn't do the outer line art, if that makes sense. I only drew the grid inside and added the black and white headers on top. I had to write the habit on the black header immediately, otherwise I would forget what it was. And if you're wondering what that first habit means, no, I'm not going to art school. You probably didn't watch my last video because it flopped really hard, but if you did, do you remember that I said something like I really want to make a commitment to improve my art? Well, I kinda did. I just joined the Art School for Digital Artists program by Mark Brunette, and that's what this habit tracker is for, to keep me on track with my daily exercises. I'm really happy and excited about that art program and can't wait to tell you more about my experiences, but that's probably not the right video for that. For my mood tracker, I'm drawing, you guessed it, 30 paws to color in depending on my mood. Actually, I drew 31, I don't know why that keeps happening to me all the time. And I used that black Ohuhu brush pen for the title because I decided I wanted it to be thicker so it would pop out a lot more. And we're already at the last spread, the first weekly spread of April, which happens to be a usual weekly spread of 7 days since April starts on a Monday. This time Udi paid me a visit to show me what real paws look like so that I can draw them more accurately in the future. And we're almost done. I'll show you a final flip through of the entire setup in a moment. This one kinda made me really happy. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more art content. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and have a wonderful rest of your day.